What's up, guys? Just a Gamer here, back with a new series. I'm just going to be doing a Road to Legend series for this season. Last season I did a F2P Legendary series. I finished rank 4 in that. I didn't get to play too much towards the end since I was busy with exams and things of that sorts. But I got to rank 4. But this season I'm going to just be using any decks. I don't want to have to just limit myself to very, very cheap decks. I'm just going to be using whatever I can. This is still an F2P account, so all my decks are F2P, but I'm just not gonna be forcing myself to use all the cheap cards and cheap replacements since I don't have to. So I'm using a mid-range hunter deck that's a little bit different with Lich King and the Death Knight. I did a review on it yesterday. I feel like this is a pretty viable deck and it's very enjoyable to use. So I'm playing up against Priest, so obviously I didn't want to put out any 1-drops when you put out a Northshire Cleric because that would just give him free card draw. I'm gonna coin out Eaglehorn Bow so I could clear the Cleric and then eventually clear the Radiant Elemental, and so I can get some things on board because that's how I'm gonna win this game, getting things on board. I'm not sure if this is the Death Knight package because usually Death Knight package doesn't run the Radiant Elemental. Usually the Machine Gun Priest or Death Knight Priest, whatever you want to call it, is more of a, it doesn't run the Radiant Elemental, it's more value based, so I'm not sure. I'm thinking about if I should play Alley Cat or not due to the fact of if he has Potion of Madness, but I think I'm already so far behind on damage and tempo that I might have to, so I'm just going to play out the Alley Cat. If he has Potion of Madness, obviously it's a bad play, but I'm assuming he's playing the Machine Gun Priest and that he only has one of, so him having the one of Potion of Madness in his opening hand seems pretty insane. So it seems like he doesn't have it. So this is what I'm going to have to play. I'm going to play Houndmaster, put it on the Kindly Grandmother so he can't Potion of Madness it. And I'm just going to go straight face. I'm not going to trade in because I can't full clear. And there's no point in trading in the Alley Cats because he'll just heal it up and then trade into my Kindly Grandmother. So right now I'm just going to leave it like this, hit face, get some face damage going. Tar Creeper, that's not too bad for me right now since I still do have another Houndmaster. Okay, Power Word Shield, that's obviously not ideal, but okay, if I Animal Companion then, and I get Leok, that's 4, that's 5, that's 2. Okay, so the only bad one I can get is Misha. I'm gonna go with the 50-50 here. I got Misha, that's awful. I don't think I should trade into this because there's no point really. I'm just gonna lose most of my board threats. The only way I get punished is if he has Holy Nova or a Potion of Madness, which he hasn't had, or if he has a Dragonfire, but if he Dragonfires, he gets rid of his Priest of the Feast, which is pretty valuable to him. So I don't really see a point in trading at all. I'm just going to leave it like this, let him do the trading, and then if he doesn't do the trading, I can just Houndmaster, or I can Savannah Highmane and then do my own trading. Oh, okay, so he's Inner Fire Priest. He's Divine Spirit Inner Fire Priest. So that's not too bad for me. He already wasted one Inner Fire. I could still trade into his Tar Creeper and clear it pretty easily, and then just develop Savannah Highmane. So I'm just gonna triple trade, not a big deal. Savannah Highmane on turn 6 is obviously ideal for a hunter. Just like this deck, I don't have to just keep racing face. I still have value in it with the Lich King and my Death Knight and Bone Mares. So right now he probably thinks he's just gonna blow me out since he thinks I'm probably aggro hunter, but I could play the late game with him. Obviously Dragon Priest gets him some extra value. I never know what card he's gonna get. He got Alley Cat, so that's not even that good, so I'm not really worried right now. I'm gonna Animal Companion first, see what I get. Okay, so I get Huffer. That's probably not what I needed, but I'm gonna Highmane, trade, hit 4 to the face. I could have traded in so he couldn't so he couldn't double trade and clear my high main. It'd play around holding over a little better, but he hasn't had any board clears yet, so I don't think I'm just gonna assume he doesn't have any, and then I still have 2/2s, so it's really not that big of a deal. And I thought the 4 face damage was pretty important just to get him kind of on the back foot, get him to start trading. Okay, Stitch Tracker. Stitch Tracker first. Maybe get a kill command. Okay, no kill. I could get a Lich King, but for this turn, I want to clear his Cobalt Scalebane. So I think playing a Razor Maw, maybe getting a Poisonous or a +3 attack. Okay, that was really, really bad. That wasn't Poisonous or +3 attack at all. So this is when I gotta trade in. And I'll play out the Kindly Grandmother. I'm just gonna go face. The 4/3 isn't really that scary. It doesn't really bother me too much. I'll let him trade into whatever he wants. I think the 6 damage is pretty important. And the Kindly Grandmother is good because it plays around any board clear if you drew into it. He's getting good value off of the Dragonoid Operatives. I don't know what card he got. Last time he got Alley Cat. He got Explosive Trap. So now I just know to trade in my minions right here. Or not, honestly. Now I could just go face since I drew Bone Mare. If I go face, that's 8, 10. No, that would get, that's 9 damage. I don't, I think I still have to go face. So obviously I'm going to trade this in to here. Hit that in the face. Go face. Go face. So I still get to hit him for 9 damage in the face. I get a 3/2 out of it. I only miss 1 damage off the Kindly Grandmother. And now I have a good board. The only way he's surviving is if he draws a board clear, which he hasn't had the past 5 turns. So just assuming he doesn't have it. Okay, he draws a death. So with death, he probably trades in the Bone Mare, 5 damage still, plus hero power, that's 7 damage. If I draw kill command, I win. If I draw Stitch Tracker, I can draw in the kill command, I win. So right now it's not looking too bad. The Cobalt Scalebane is a little worrisome. Crackling Razor Maw. Maybe I should play out Jeweled Macaw first, see what I get. Okay, that was pretty useless. Okay, I'm gonna play around this. +3 attack. 7. I'm just gonna go face. Oh wait, that's lethal. I miscounted. Well played. I thought I was 1 off, and then I was just gonna play the Explosive Trap, but that was lethal, so that was a good game. Let's get on to the next one. Keep climbing. Okay, so we're going up against a rogue. This isn't that good of a matchup if I don't get a crazy opener, because patches are just so powerful against Alley Cat and any class, any hunter class that doesn't run patches itself. So I was thinking about maybe keeping my Deathstalker Rexar for his smaller minions if I can get to turn 6, but I don't think if I don't full mulligan and get 1 drops and 2 drops, I'll get that far, and hopefully I can just get Explosive Trap. So I get a 1 drop, which is good. Deadly Shot is decent if I need it. Stitch Tracker isn't too good right now. You don't really want to draw that early, but this opener isn't the worst. It's obviously not the best, but I can manage, especially if he doesn't have a crazy opener. Swashbuckler into patches. Okay. Okay, so just a Jeweled Macaw. See what I can get. Okay, terrible off the Jeweled Macaw and the Cobalt Scalebane. Drew that way too early. So right now it's not looking good. It's looking like turn 2. I'm going to have to coin out the Stitch Tracker just to get something on board and contest his board if he is the Prince Kelseth rogue. So you never know, because people have been switching up lately, playing some Miracle Rogue and just different types of rogue. So okay, it's not really him hero powering on turn 2 isn't really telling me much. So I'm just going to have to coin out the Stitch Tracker most likely. Yeah, I'm going to have to coin out the Stitch Tracker just to get something on board. And develop some, maybe, I'm just going to get a turn 6 play. There's no point in really drawing an Alley Cat and discovering an Alley Cat right now. He's just going to trade into it with his weapon, and then he's still going to have things on board. I'd rather just draw for a turn 6 play. Even though it's so far away, I still do have some removal. Obviously, I don't want to waste the removal on small useless things like patches and things like that. But eventually, I'm assuming that he'll play out maybe an SI or a Cobalt Scale Beam himself, and I can eventually clear that. Or I could just keep taking the 2 damage by turn. It's not too bad, and then eventually I can outvalue him with Scale Bane and High Main and Deadly Shots. So it's not awful right now, especially if he doesn't have a crazy turn 3 play like Coin or Backstab and then SI Agent. If I could just kind of contest his board and get him to trade in a little bit, I can eventually catch up. And especially if I can draw something on turn 3 to play, like an Animal Companion, that would be really, really good for me. Okay, I don't know what he's doing. He's taking forever. Either he disconnected or he just doesn't have a turn 3 play. I don't really... Well, obviously that he has to have a turn 3 play. He could just trade in hero power. Alright, he left the game. I don't know why the game didn't end because he left, but... Okay, there we go. Well, that's a good win. This deck right now has a 100% win rate this season. I'll take that win. You can always take any wins you get. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to keep climbing, hopefully make it to Legend this season since I'm not restricted by the F2P decks. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Please like and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.